Most people think building wide, powerful shoulders requires a gym full of machines and heavy dumbbells. But what if the real reason your shoulders look flat has nothing to do with equipment, and everything to do with which muscles you're actually training? That single mistake is costing thousands of people months of progress, and by the end of this, you'll know exactly how to fix it from your own home with zero equipment. Here's something most fitness content never explains properly. Your shoulder is not one muscle doing one job. It's three completely separate heads, each responsible for a different part of that full, round, three-dimensional look. The front delt pushes things forward and upward. The side delt creates the width that makes your frame look broad. The rear delt pulls everything back and gives your shoulder that thick, complete appearance from every angle. When all three are developed equally, that's when shoulders start looking genuinely impressive. The real problem is that most common bodyweight movements, things like push-ups, dips, and standard pressing variations, almost entirely load the front delt. So people train consistently, feel like they're working hard, but their shoulders still look narrow and underdeveloped because 2/3 of the muscle is barely being touched. This is the hidden reason behind the flat shoulder problem, and fixing it is simpler than you think. The first exercise targets the front delt, and it's the Pike Push-Up. Get into a downward dog position, hips pushed high, legs straight, weight distributed through your hands. Now walk your feet in toward your hands until your torso is nearly vertical, almost like a handstand but with your feet still on the floor. From this position, slowly bend your elbows and descend until your head nearly touches the ground between your hands, then press back up with control. That steep angle is what separates this from a regular push-up. It shifts the force directly onto the front delt and mimics the mechanics of an overhead press without needing any weight. Keep your elbows slightly inward and your core braced the entire time. Aim for 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps. The second exercise hits the side delt, which is the muscle responsible for shoulder width, and it's called the side-lying shoulder raise. Lie on your side and place your working elbow firmly against the ground directly beneath your shoulder. From there, let your torso drop slightly toward the floor until you feel a stretch activate in that outer shoulder head. Then drive your body upward away from the elbow, using your side delt to initiate and control the movement. Think of it as a lateral raise in reverse. Instead of lifting your arm away from your body is moving away from your arm. The side delt is notoriously difficult to isolate without weights, which is exactly why this exercise is so valuable. Lower yourself slowly and resist gravity on the way down. If the full version feels too challenging initially, bend your knees to reduce the load. 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps on each side. The third exercise targets the rear delt, the most neglected part of the shoulder, using the floor rear delt extension. Lie flat on your back with knees bent and feet grounded. Make fists and press your knuckles into the floor just beside your hips. From here, drive your knuckles down into the ground and lift your chest just enough to bring your elbows slightly off the floor. The range of motion is small, and that's intentional. At the top, hold for 2 to 3 seconds and squeeze your rear delts with genuine focus before lowering back down with control. This is not about how high you can lift. It's about creating real tension in the rear delt and sustaining that contraction. 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps will be enough to feel it working deeply. Now here is how you put this into a real plan. Run all 3 exercises back to back in a single session. If your goal is actively building and reshaping your shoulders, train this twice per week with at least 2 days of rest between sessions. If you're maintaining what you already have, once per week is sufficient. 3 movements, 3 delt heads, no equipment, no excuses. Start this week and give it 4 to 6 weeks of honest effort. The difference in how your shoulders look and how your posture feels will speak for itself.